Hello friends, and welcome back to Swiftlessons for a breakdown of 5 things I learned the hard way about the guitar. Now the goal for this lesson is to give you a head start adopting some best practices to help maximize your progress. Let's get started. Okay, getting started with detail number 1. You need a practice strategy. So in the early going, I understood that if I want to develop new skills, I'll need lots of time, a lot of patience, a lot of repetition. But even still, my practice was very sloppy. It was all over the place. It was definitely over-diversified. And I think this was because I didn't understand how skill acquisition really works. And if I had taken the time to research how the body develops muscle memory, how the mind retains information, I would have been able to more carefully plan my practice sessions, and I probably wouldn't have given up on certain goals as quickly as I did. So I really wish that I had taken the time to research and understand skill acquisition. Okay, moving on to detail number 2. It's not all about your chops. So as a young guitar player, I definitely fell into this very common trap of just focusing all the time on developing my speed, my accuracy, my dexterity, all of these technical details, which are definitely very, very important. But as a young guitar player, I also failed to see the importance and spend time developing my ability to play authentically in different musical genres. And I've come to realize with maturity that different genres are a lot like languages. They each have their own phrases, their own traditions, and a player who's able to speak fluently in these different musical vernaculars is much more capable of bringing a song to life and telling a story. Okay, very good everybody. Thus far we've discussed 2 things that I learned the hard way as a budding guitar player. The first one was that you need to develop a practice strategy, and that should be based off of an understanding of skill acquisition. The second is that it's not all about building monster chops. It's also very important that you spend time learning how to play authentically within a variety of different genres. That gives you a ton of information to pull from when you're developing your own unique style. Now moving on to detail number 3. Music theory is your friend. So understanding music theory gives you the ability to see the inner workings of a given technique, and in turn, it allows you to imitate and blend the styles of your favorite guitar players. Now, I spent way too much time resisting learning music theory. It seemed boring, it was dry, it was academic, and I hated going to school at this time. But that apprehension passed very quickly once I started to see just how powerful applying music theory concepts can be. Okay, moving on to detail 4 of 5. It's not a competition. Now this is something that a lot of guitar players don't like to admit to, but if I'm being honest, there was definitely a time that I viewed music as almost like a sport. It's just you want to be the best, you want to be the fastest, you want to be the most badass guitar player there is. And while wanting to be better than my peers definitely motivated me to practice, it also stunted my growth because I was often too proud to learn from others. Now that I'm a more mature person and I'm more humble, I take a lot of time finding guitar players that I respect, celebrating their talents, and taking advantage of the learning opportunities that they can provide. Alright friends, now moving on to detail number 5. This is going to be my final tip of the day, and it's very, very important. Take care of your hands. Now, as a guitarist, no piece of equipment is more valuable and more irreplaceable than your hands. And after 20 years of performing, hard practicing, tracking, I'm now dealing with trigger finger in both hands. These are injuries that just kind of build up over time. They've caused me a lot of pain, a lot of discomfort, and at times have completely inhibited me from being able to pick up the guitar at all. So whether you're a seasoned player or you're new to the guitar, I strongly urge you to take care of your hands by listening to your body, practicing proper technique, stretching your flexors and your extenders. And I also recommend that you often give your hands a nice therapeutic soak and massage after hard practicing. Very often, even before I even pick up the guitar, I'll soak my hands under hot water, just get everything loosened up. And that really does help me to perform better. And it also lessens the likelihood for further injuries. So definitely take care of your hands and start researching how you can do that. Alright friends, thanks so much for checking out this video on 5 things I learned the hard way as a budding guitar player. I hope you enjoyed it. I want to thank my patrons at patreon.com/swiftlessons. I hope you guys are enjoying all those extra resources. And thanks to you, I got many more lessons coming up. So keep checking in. Please subscribe, please share. This is Rob at Swift Guitar Lessons in Philadelphia saying happy picking.